Hey guys, it's Haps, and in this video I'm bringing you another Stegosaurus build. Now before you hit that stop button, this one is a little bit different. I'm bringing you this because it shows you the raw power of the Stegosaurus and also how you can manipulate the Stegosaurus buff. You'll notice I'm using a very similar pack to last time. In fact, I think it's exactly the same pack as last time. Maybe I tweaked a couple of things because I wasn't going to go for the Stegosaurus initially in this run. I was actually thinking about doing a 5 Orca run, which, spoiler, I haven't actually got yet. So that one may be coming eventually down the line. But as it happens, when we were playing this game, we ended up finding the Stegosaurus and we pivoted to that. So again, the Emperor Tamarin, I don't know how many times I have to say, it's such a good unit for building these late game builds because you can level it and scale it early on and transfer the stats across. And we bring in the Clownfish quite early in this run as well, because if we're focusing on leveling this Tamarin, we get the additional stats from the Clownfish. And look, this is turn 6, I think it is, and we've got a 17-17 Tamarin, effectively a 17-17 melon protected Tamarin, which is just crazy. And as you saw there, it just kind of stomped through that team. Now, normally there, we just roll past the links. I'm a big advocate of links. I would probably have picked that up in a normal game. But we just roll past and we freeze the parrot here, which seems like a really bizarre move. And to be honest, it is a really bizarre move. I only froze the parrot here because I was thinking of going summon, as I said. I was maybe looking to do the 5 Orca. And a parrot behind a turkey would have helped me to do that at points. So I think I froze the parrot just in case. But we bring in the crow, we pill the turtle here just onto that Tamarin. Now that melon will go eventually, but for now it's going to help us get through some rounds. We bring in the hatching chick, which is just a really strong unit. And we also bring in another Clownfish because again, we've got one more level to go on this Tamarin. And by having the extra Clownfish, we get the extra stats. But a 22-22 melon protected Tamarin is enough to get us through pretty much most of that team. The backline finishes it off. And I think it's at this point I start to consider whether I actually want this parrot. We buy sell the zebra for the additional stats. We find a chocolate, and this is where we level into the Tamarin, and boom, we find the Stegosaurus. And here, that's where I decide it's no longer parrot time, and it's time for the Stegosaurus. And what's this? Turn 9, and we've got a 43-48 Stegosaurus. I would not want to be the person coming up against this team. In fact, it's a 46-50 because we get the extra buff from both the giraffe and the monkey. Absolutely insane. And you can see here, even when this team would have been considered fairly strong, but we just walk straight through it with this Stegosaurus. So we freeze the polar bears because since the buff, you can do so many great things with it by freezing things in the shop. I think you'll see here that I think about the turkey. I'm still hanging on to this turkey because there is a parrot in the shop. But then I decide, you know what? No, we're going to scrap the turkey and we're just going to freeze this eagle. Now, the eagle being frozen means that with the polar bears in the team, at the start of the next turn, they will add a 4-4 stat, both of them. So it'll be an 8-8 stat to that eagle. So we're going to be buffing up that eagle while it's in the shop. They have a hyena. They switch the stats on the team. But when you've got what was like a 47-50 Stegosaurus, it doesn't really make much difference. And the Stegosaurus just plows through. So there we go, we get the additional stats on our eagle, and we've already got a 14-13 eagle. We find a chocolate in the shop. We think about putting it on the Stegosaurus, but to be honest, I wanted to level up the polar bear and see what we find. And we find the tiger, which is perfect. The tiger is perfect for what we want to do. We want to put the tiger behind the Stegosaurus, and because of the change of the Stegosaurus ability, it will now trigger twice. Now, some of you may feel like we've wasted stats there on the monkey, but how aesthetically pleasing is a 50-50 Stegosaurus? It's much better. So that's the only reason we left the Stegosaurus at the front. So we managed to clear through that team, and it's on this turn, so we sell everything. We're going all in on Stegosaurus, tiger, and eagle. And it's at this point I put the mushroom on the eagle. I've done that move on purpose. Mushroom on eagle is a really good move anyway, but it also forces the Stegosaurus stats onto the tiger, who is really weak. So there you go, you see, both, I think it's, 13-13 stats go onto the tiger, and it gives the tiger that additional buff. As it happens, we lose that round, but just watch this shop phase. We level the tiger into Stegosaurus, we find another Stegosaurus already in the shop, and we've got the perfect build at this point. We've got a level 2 Stegosaurus, a level 2 tiger. We've got food on the eagle, so it forces the Stegosaurus buff onto the tiger. And boom, we're going to get a 50-50 tiger. And there we have it. So that's how strong the Stegosaurus can be. By using food to manipulate where those stats go, you can turn a 6'5" tiger into a 50-50. And on turn 13, we had two 50-50s and a 22-21 eagle. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.